Atom bomb? What atom bomb? According to underpaid US scientists, the atom bomb exploded in 1945 like this exactly, when new projectile rings made of 30.5 kilograms heavy uranium-235 were mechanically pushed about and then again mechanically pressed into 6 target rings. So, 30.5 kilograms of uranium-235 thrusted via the wolfram carbide disc projectile and the steel back of the projectile, which in turn accelerated through the cordite propellant charge and through 4 plutonium-beryllium initiators, which were crushed over the plug by the projectile rings. All of this apparently started the magical nuclear procedure. This happened 600 meters above ground as the bomb itself dropped with 324.7 meters per second. Why these new projectile rings did not drop by themselves due to gravity is not quite clear. Do you understand? It's so simple. Shove, throw, or push 9 uranium-235 projectile rings supported by exploding cordite towards 6 uranium-235 target rings and press them into a wolfram carbide pipe. Sleeve, disc, plug, hence nuclear fission, and then boom! And don't forget, you absolutely have to tighten the lock nut on the nose of that steel brace. So why has it taken the Iran 20 years to do this? In short, because all of the above is complete nonsense. Stupid, idiotic, lying propaganda. It doesn't work. Metal in contact with metal, be it gold, silver, lead, iron, any kind of uranium, including uranium-235, does not split exponentially and certainly doesn't explode initiated by polonium or beryllium, not even when it is compacted mechanically and definitely not suddenly. So, the atom bomb dropped on the 6th of August 1945 from an altitude of 9,255 meters in 57 seconds and detonated precisely at 600 meters exactly as shown here. Would it have dropped for 2 seconds more, it would have hit the ground and would have been destroyed, and would have never exploded. Absolutely believable. Let's take a look at the places in which nuclear explosions allegedly took place. Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Does this look like something where an explosion with a temperature of 1 million Kelvin happened? Looks more like Dresden in 1945 to me. The windows in the center of the Bank of Japan building are broken, not the outer ones. A bomb strong enough to sweep away brick constructions, yet too weak to bend trees. Yeah, sure. More of a case for Oliver Zumann and his trolls of Vienna. Eyewitnesses stated that something between 200 and 400 B-29 bombers flew over the city between 2 and 4 a.m. and dropped 1,500 tons of napalm bombs. Another interesting story is the one about German physicist Klaus Fuchs, who emigrated to England in the 1930s and participated in a highly confidential development of an atom bomb. He was also in charge of the very unsuccessful Manhattan Project, slipped information to the Russians and landed in jail for 14 years. And so, Stalin, just like the Americans, was boldly able to work on his version of the fake atom bomb, knowing that the enemy was just bluffing. I'll just skip the idiotic part about Einstein and his E equals mc squared. That stuff about matter converted into energy that brings forth a total of energy according to the mass multiplied by the speed of light times square. He's just another part of this dumbing down game, like all the other so-called scientists. For decades, the US and the Japanese governments have spent more than hundreds of millions of dollars to understand how the radiation of the nuclear bomb harmed the people of Hiroshima or Nagasaki. One version is that these bombs were never dropped. And where has it disappeared to? The radiation. Even stranger is the fact that the Big Five in the UN, those with permanent veto powers, all happen to be governments authorized to have nuclear weapons. But a rogue who thinks evil, I suppose. Please take a look at the B-61 atom bomb that has just been made steerable by the Americans for $1 billion, but still has immobile tail fins. Another fun fact, it's absolutely safe to take a ride around in a hangar full of atom bombs for publicity. Not at all dangerous, especially when it's old, overweight, and poor-sighted military doing it. The conclusion? In order to cover up the truth about nuclear bombs, the US government created CCD, Civil Censorship Detachment, right after the occupation of Japan. CCD was confidential. No one was to know that there was censorship in Japan. Anyone who took photos of the devastation in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, or claimed that the bomb was a fraud, was simply incarcerated or executed, because they were disturbing public peace. Anyone who cannot see the connection to the contemporary events in our days, anyone who believes in the official explanation of 9/11, the moon landing, or the assassination of John F. Kennedy, obviously has no trouble in believing that the collision of 2 small uranium plates made a giant explosion of 100 million degrees Celsius possible that disintegrated everything within a radius of several hundreds of kilometers. To put it simply, it's an enormous deceit to keep people in fear and compliance, and to keep some of the not-so-bright leaders of this world at bay by expressing an exaggerated military dominance that doesn't even exist. Stay alert, and don't let them fool you.